Crystalline21 here, and I'm going to be trying to get through this as fast as I can because believe it or not, I am on time limit. So I will quickly explain what I'll be talking about. This will be LOB 101. That will be the name of the title. There will be nothing else. LOB 101. And it is because of this card. LOB 101. Just look it up and you'll be able to tell why. So yeah. This time, in this episode of in the very first episode of LOB 101, we'll be talking about archetypes. And really, it's not archetypes in general, it's one specific archetype. And then I'll probably bring up archetypes again later. Right now I want to discuss the spellbook archetype and a few things that you may have not known about it. The spellbook archetype is not really called the spellbook. They're not really called spellbook. It's just easier to call a spellbook archetype because that's the whole premise of the deck, is to use spellbook cards. But it's really a It's really a prophecy archetype, not a spellbook archetype. So there you go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters, I think. So 15 monsters. You could have, which you probably won't. You'll probably run 2 of the High Priestess, then 3 of the Power. Right? Is it Power? Oh, Strength. Probably run then a little bit other variations with Spellbook Magician, Armor's Magician, and Temperance. So yeah, and I messed up on my last one. It's just Armors of Prophecy. Not too sure, but one thing that you may not have known, that we are getting 4 new spellbooks. 4 new, because there is already a spellbook out, and it is this card. This card does not say spellbook, but because this is an alternate name for it, the name that is on websites and everything is called Spellbook of Organization. So this card, even if it does say Pigeon Gahole, I'm just gonna say pigeonholing book of spells. Even though I know it's not pigeonholing, I'm calling it pigeonholing. I don't know. It's just some strange name. But this is considered a spellbook, because if you look on Wikipedia, you type this card's name in there, go Wikipedia, it says alternate this card. So there are currently 5 spellbook cards. This one should count as a one, because it is just like it's like with the Amazonas, they or no, better yet, there's a trap card out there called Counter. The original that they printed was a normal trap card, but then they realized this card is worthless because you cannot chain a normal spell to a counter, or normal spell to a counter trap, because it's faster. So then they later changed it to a counter. So it's a counter trap card now, and all of them are treated as counter trap cards. Even if it doesn't have the little symbol, it is treated as one. Do the same thing with this. It's like you could have a German card as long as you have the translation for it. This is just an alternate and translating to spellbook organization. That's really all it is. Now, what am I at? I don't want to be at 2. Alright, I'm at 5. That's good. But that's one thing that you may not have known. So, this card's actually a pretty handy card because it's a counter trap. Or, not a counter trap. Sorry. Because it is considered because it's a quick blade, it's somewhat helpful. But the effect, it would have been good as a normal spell. Really, I think it's just like, I think it's good because it's like you can set it, change during your opponent's end phase, and pick what card you want to draw next. So there's a little strategy for you. But let's start talking about the spell books, since I basically want to talk about it, and I've spent most of the video talking about this one. Spellbook of Secrets. Add 1 spellbook from your deck to your hand to set Spellbook of Secrets. You can activate only 1 spellbook of secrets per turn, like Pod Devouring. Except for it doesn't have the special summon conditions and all that stuff. But it's pretty good. You would want to get it to get stuff like this, or your other 4, every other 4, including this one. Next one is Spellbook of Power. Yeah, both of these are normal spells. Spellbook of Power. Target 1 face-up spellcaster type monster you control. Until the end phase, it gains 1000 attack. Also, until the end phase, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add 1 spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 spellbook of power per turn. I think most of the spellbooks are like that, where you can only use it once. But I think they also have a cycling engine to where they can put the spell cards or the spellbooks back into their deck. I think it's one of the monsters. During your main phase, you can activate. If you have activated a spellbook spell card previously this turn, you can attribute this card special summon. That's not it. Maybe it's power. Once per turn, you can shuffle. Yep. Once per turn, you can shuffle in 1 spellbook spell card from your graveyard to your deck. You target 1 face-up spellcaster monster on your field. Increase its level by 1 and 500 attack. So it'll be good for 5s, 3s, 4s. So yeah, that's pretty good. If you use it on itself, it'll become a 5-star, 25 for 2000 attack. So that wouldn't be too bad. So far, the deck looks like it will be a pretty competitive deck if someone can just figure out how to play it. If someone can figure out the right amount of what you want, all that. I think I don't know if let me look up real quick on Dueling Network because I still got a few minutes. What their field spell is. Because I know they have a field spell. I don't think they're getting it this set. With this NES set. I don't know when they're getting it, but I know it's going to be a pretty dominant. It's going to be a really good card when it comes out. Same with the other spell books that are coming out. Because right now we only have 1, but when the next set comes out, we're going to be getting 5 more. Actually, technically, we're going to be getting yeah, we're gonna be getting 5 more because we have the one Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which as long as it doesn't say Spellbook spell card, you'll be able to add him to your hand. I think most of them say it. Add Spellbook spell card. Let me check. Add 1 Spellbook card. So with Prophecy, with Spellbook of Secrets, you'll be able to add Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which when this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, so you can set him, attach, gets effect. Add 1 Spellbook card from your deck to your hand. So basically, I can see a little strategy there if you need a little bit more defense. Activate Prophecy, get him to hand, set him, so if they attack into him, it get the effect because it's like Snowman Eater. So there can be quite a bit of strategy there. I mean, let's talk about the next one. In the next 2 in these last few minutes. Let's hopefully I can read them real quick. Spellbook of Life. Banish one spellcaster type monster from your grave, and reveal 1 other spellbook card from your hand to target 1 spellcaster type monster in your grave. Special summon that target in face-up attack position, and equip it with this card. The equipped monster's level is increased by the same level as the monster that was banished. For this card to vanish for this card's activation, you can only activate 1 Spellbook of Life per turn. This is, as you can guess, an equipped spell. And it seems like it'd be pretty good in late game to have that card late game. So people will probably only be running 1 because with all the power to search for a spellbook, probably will only need 1, and we'll probably want to run 2 or 3 of the other ones. And the last spellbook that we will be getting is Spellbook of Wisdom. And this card is a quick play, which is actually, I think, is pretty good. Because you get a pick, an option, and there's no cost to it at all. Target 1 face-up spellcaster monster on the field, and activate 1 of these effects. First effect: it is unaffected by other spell effects this turn. Second effect: it is unaffected by trap effects this turn. So it's basically a free Forbidden Lance for Prophecy or Spellbook archetype. So this card's actually a pretty good card. I can see this being main 3. But I can see so many different variants of this deck coming out, and just so many different ways to play this deck. I will end it here with that. I talked about most of them. I read most of the effects, and hopefully you'll consider playing the archetype. If not, I understand. You got your own that you like, or maybe you're playing the Melancholy, the cute dessert type, or another archetype that we're getting. So this is going to be Crystalline21, and peace. This was LOB 101, episode 1. Tell me what you guys think. I honestly am going to enjoy this because I get to research, maybe have a little bit of fun, and make some more bets on my own. So yeah, Crystalline21.